Imagine a busy four-way intersection with no traffic lights, chaos, right? Now picture that at sea where ships are huge, slow to turn, and can't stop on a dime. Without clear rules, every crossing would be a guessing game, leading to confusion and potentially disastrous collisions. That's why Rule 15 of the International Regulations for Preventing Collisions at Sea (COLREGS) exists. It brings order to the chaos by clearly defining who must give way when two power-driven vessels cross paths. This rule is the backbone of safe maritime navigation, especially in crowded waters near ports and shipping lanes. Rule 15 is elegantly simple. If you see another vessel on your starboard right side and your paths will cross, you must give way. No debates, no exceptions. Think of it as the maritime version of yield to traffic from the right. The vessel on the right has priority, and the one seeing them on their right must act to avoid a collision. This clarity is essential for preventing confusion and ensuring smooth, safe navigation in busy waters. Crossing situations are the most common type of encounter in busy coastal waters and shipping lanes. Unlike head-on or overtaking situations, crossings happen constantly as vessels approach ports and channels from different directions. Without Rule 15, every crossing would require negotiation or guesswork, which simply doesn't work when ships are moving fast and can't stop quickly. The rule provides instant clarity. Just check which side you see the other vessel on and you know your responsibility. Statistics show that crossing situations are involved in a significant percentage of maritime collisions. Often these accidents happen because one or both vessels misapplied Rule 15 or failed to determine their roles quickly enough. Understanding and correctly applying this rule is literally a matter of life, death, and millions of dollars in potential damages. It's not just about following the rules, it's about protecting lives, property, and the environment. The official wording of Rule 15 is, when two power-driven vessels are crossing so as to involve risk of collision, the vessel which has the other on her own starboard side shall keep out of the way and shall, if the circumstances of the case admit, avoid crossing ahead of the other vessel. Let's break down what each part means and how it applies in real situations. Rule 15 applies only to encounters between two power-driven vessels, meaning ships using engines for propulsion. It does not apply to sailing vessels, or when a power-driven vessel meets a sailboat or vessels restricted in maneuverability. In those cases, other rules like Rule 12 or Rule 18 take precedence. So if you're in a motorized vessel and see another motorized vessel crossing, Rule 15 is your go-to guide. Crossing situation means the vessel's courses will intersect at an angle, not head-on and not overtaking. If it's not head-on, that's Rule 14, and not overtaking, that's Rule 13, and there's a risk of collision, then it's a crossing situation. Typical crossing angles range from about 30 to 150 degrees between the vessel's courses. Anything outside that range is usually head-on or overtaking. Not every crossing requires action, only those where there's a risk of collision. How do you know? If the compass bearing to the other vessel stays constant and the distance is decreasing, or if radar shows a dangerously close approach, you have a risk of collision. Rule 7 gives more guidance. If the bearing doesn't change much as you approach, assume risk exists and act accordingly. Heart of Rule 15 is this: if you see another vessel on your starboard right side, you are the giveaway vessel. It doesn't matter if they're far forward, directly abeam, or back toward your starboard quarter. If they're anywhere on your right and you're crossing, you must keep clear. If they're on your port left side, you're the stand-on vessel and should maintain course and speed. At night, navigation lights make it easy to determine your role. If you see another vessel's red light, their port side light, they're on your starboard side, you must give way. If you see their green light, starboard side light, they're on your port side, you stand on. A handy memory trick: red means stop. If you see red, you're the giveaway vessel and must act. Language of Rule 15 is strict. The giveaway vessel shall keep out of the way. This means you must take early and substantial action to avoid the stand-on vessel. Make your intentions obvious, pass at a safe distance, and ensure the other vessel can maintain their course without anxiety. It's not optional, it's your legal and moral responsibility. Rule 15 prefers that the giveaway vessel passes behind astern of the stand-on vessel, not ahead of them. Passing astern gives the stand-on vessel confidence that you're taking appropriate action and provides maximum separation. Cutting across the bow is risky. If your timing is off or the other vessel speeds up, a collision could happen. Always prefer turning to starboard to pass behind. While Rule 15 focuses on the giveaway vessel, the stand-on vessel also has responsibilities under Rule 17. The stand-on vessel should maintain course and speed, providing predictability. However, if it becomes clear the giveaway vessel isn't acting, the stand-on vessel may and eventually must take action to avoid collision. Both vessels share responsibility for safety. Here's how to quickly determine your role. Step 1. Are both vessels power-driven? If not, use Rule 18. Step 2. Are you crossing not head-on or overtaking? If not, use Rules 13 or 14. Step 3. Is there a risk of collision? If yes, continue. Step 4. Is the other vessel on your starboard side? If yes, you give way. If on your port side, you stand on. At night, red light means give way, green means stand on. Two cargo ships approach a busy port. Ship A is heading east, Ship B is heading northeast. Their courses will cross. Ship A sees Ship B on its starboard bow, so Ship A must give way. Ship B sees Ship A on its port bow, so Ship B stands on. Ship A alters course to starboard, passing safely behind Ship B. Both ships continue without incident, demonstrating textbook Rule 15 application. Two vessels are crossing. The officer on vessel A mistakenly thinks vessel B is on his port side, so he maintains course. In reality, vessel B is on his starboard side, vessel A should be giving way. As the vessels close, vessel B must take emergency action to avoid collision. The lesson: always double-check which side the other vessel is on using compass bearings or navigation lights. At night, vessel A sees a white masthead light and a red light, assuming it's a crossing situation. But upon closer inspection, both red and green sidelights are visible. It's actually a head-on situation. Both vessels should alter course to starboard and pass port to port. The takeaway: carefully observe light configurations to correctly identify the situation. A large container ship and a small freighter are crossing. The container ship has the freighter on its starboard side, making it the giveaway vessel. Despite being bigger, the container ship must alter course to avoid the freighter. Rule 15 applies equally to all power-driven vessels regardless of size. No vessel is exempt from the rule based on size or importance. Two vessels are crossing in a narrow channel. The giveaway vessel can't simply swing wide to pass behind without violating the channel rule. In this case, the giveaway vessel should slow down or stop or alter course within its side of the channel. Communication may be necessary. When rules conflict, good judgment and safety come first. Rule 15 must be balanced with other navigation rules. Vessel A stand-on has vessel B give way on its port side. Vessel B should act but doesn't. As the risk of collision increases, vessel A must eventually take action to avoid disaster, even though it's not their primary responsibility. This demonstrates the last clear chance principle. Both vessels must ultimately avoid collision, but fault is apportioned based on who failed to act first. Some mariners think being bigger, faster, or more important means others should give way. That's simply not true. Rule 15 applies equally to all power-driven vessels. If you have the other vessel on your starboard side, you are the giveaway vessel, no exceptions for size, speed, or cargo. The rule is designed to be fair and predictable for everyone. Some think just slowing down solves a crossing situation, but if you're still on a collision course, reducing speed alone doesn't keep you clear. Rule 15 requires substantial action, usually altering course to pass astern. Small, hesitant moves aren't enough. Make your intentions clear and act boldly to avoid confusion and danger. Trying to cross ahead of another vessel is tempting, but it's dangerous and against Rule 15. Even if you think you have enough time, passing ahead increases collision risk. Always prefer passing astern by turning to starboard. It's safer and aligns with the rule's intent. If you're the giveaway vessel, it's your job to act. Never assume the stand-on vessel will maneuver for you. Relying on others to avoid you is risky and goes against the rules. Take responsibility and make your actions obvious to prevent accidents. Some mariners trust radar showing a 0.3-mile clearance and think that's enough. But for large vessels or in busy waters, that's dangerously close. Prudent seamanship means giving way substantially, not relying on razor-thin margins. Always err on the side of caution. Making a small, hesitant course change doesn't fulfill your duty as the giveaway vessel. Rule 16 requires early and substantial action to keep well clear. Bold, clear alterations show your intentions and help the stand-on vessel feel confident in your actions. Even in open ocean, crossing situations can develop. Being on autopilot doesn't exempt you from maintaining a proper lookout and taking action when required. Officers on watch must continuously monitor for crossing traffic, regardless of how empty the sea seems. If you're the giveaway vessel, don't wait to see what the other vessel does. Immediate action is required as soon as you determine you're in a crossing situation with risk of collision. Hesitation compresses decision time and increases collision risk. Act early and decisively. Violating Rule 15 can have severe consequences: civil liability for damages, criminal prosecution, license suspension, insurance complications, environmental fines, and damage to your reputation. Maritime courts consistently find the giveaway vessel primarily at fault in crossing collisions. Both vessels may share blame if the stand-on vessel fails to act when required. Careers and lives are at stake. Take the rules seriously. Remember Rule 15, use the STAR acronym as starboard side sees them. Your giveaway: T turn to pass astern, A act early and boldly. R red light equals stop. Or remember, if they're on your right, you're not right. Give way by turning right to pass behind them. Visual mnemonics and simple rhymes help make the rules stick for quick recall in real situations. Crossing situations are the bread and butter of maritime navigation. Whether you're studying maritime law, training as a deck officer, or interested in autonomous vessels, Rule 15 is fundamental. As shipping technology evolves, this rule is being programmed into AI navigation systems. Understanding the human logic behind Rule 15 helps you grasp how both people and machines keep global commerce moving safely. Rule 15 applies only to two power-driven vessels crossing with risk of collision. If you see the other vessel on your starboard side, you must give way. If they're on your port side, you stand on. The giveaway vessel must act early and boldly, preferably passing astern. The stand-on vessel maintains course and speed unless the giveaway vessel fails to act. Violations can lead to collisions, legal trouble, and even loss of life. Rule 15 is deceptively simple but requires constant vigilance, quick assessment, and decisive action. It's asymmetric responsibility. One vessel acts, the other maintains, prevents confusion, and keeps everyone safe. The most dangerous situations arise when roles are misidentified or action is delayed. Proper training, adherence to rules, and situational awareness are your best tools for safe navigation. Whether you're aiming for a maritime career, developing autonomous vessel tech, or just fascinated by how ships avoid collisions, Rule 15 is a cornerstone principle. Master it, apply it, and you'll be part of a centuries-old tradition of safe navigation. Remember, the ocean is vast, but crossing situations bring ships close. Rule 15 ensures clarity and safety when paths intersect. Safe sailing.